Harrison Ford's journey began on July 13, 1942 in Chicago, growing up in a middle-class home with rich artistic influences. His father, Christopher, born John William Ford, worked in advertising with acting experience, while his mother, Dorothy, brought radio acting skills and Jewish-Russian heritage, creating a culturally diverse childhood filled with storytelling. The naturally shy Ford attended Maine East High School, where he quietly explored radio and drama without standing out. His educational path led to Ripon College, studying philosophy and English, where he accidentally discovered acting while trying to overcome his shyness. After dropping out in 1964, Ford boldly moved to Los Angeles, struggling through minor roles before turning to carpentry, a practical skill that unexpectedly connected him with George Lucas and Francis Ford Coppola, who would later transform his life completely. Before we dive into video, please subscribe our channel. Harrison Ford's career skyrocketed in the mid-1970s when his carpentry skills unexpectedly led to meeting George Lucas. After a small role in American Graffiti, 1973, Ford's life changed forever when Lucas cast him as Han Solo in Star Wars, 1977, a cultural phenomenon that instantly made him famous. He deepened this success by creating another legendary character, Indiana Jones, in Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981, a role originally meant for Tom Selleck. Throughout the 1980s-90s, Ford showcased remarkable range in films like Blade Runner, Witness, earning an Oscar nomination, and The Fugitive. His career continued strong into his 80s, with returns to his iconic roles in Star Wars: The Force Awakens, 2015, and Blade Runner 2049, 2017, plus joining the Marvel Universe as President Ross and starring in Apple TV Shrinking. His films have generated billions, making him one of history's highest-grossing actors. Harrison Ford's legendary screen presence has translated into an equally impressive financial empire, with his net worth estimated between $300 to $400 million. His wealth stems primarily from starring in two of cinema's most lucrative franchises, Star Wars and Indiana Jones, where he evolved from modest early paychecks to commanding industry-leading compensation packages. Ford's business acumen shines through his negotiation strategy, often accepting lower upfront salaries in exchange for profit percentages that delivered massive paydays like his reported $65 million for Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, 2008. His return as Han Solo in The Force Awakens, 2015, similarly earned him $15 to $20 million plus back-end profits. Beyond acting, Ford has diversified with substantial real estate investments while maintaining a relatively modest lifestyle compared to peers of similar wealth. His financial priorities reflect his values, investing substantially in aviation, owning multiple aircraft, and directing millions toward environmental preservation projects, particularly protecting the Amazon rainforest. Even in his 80s, Ford's financial legacy continues growing through residuals and reboots of his iconic franchises. Harrison Ford's life away from cameras reveals passions far deeper than his Hollywood fame. An accomplished licensed pilot owning multiple aircraft, including vintage planes and a helicopter, Ford transforms this skill into purpose by participating in search and rescue missions near his Wyoming ranch. Despite surviving several emergency landings, including a highly publicized 2015 crash, his love for flying remains unshaken. Environmental conservation forms his second major commitment, serving on Conservation International's board, where he actively fights deforestation and climate change, efforts recognized by having ant and spider species named after him. Ford's approach to daily life defies celebrity expectations, choosing work boots over designer shoes, maintaining a practical wardrobe, and avoiding flashy displays of wealth. His authentic demeanor, occasionally gruff interviews, and hands-on approach to philanthropy reflect genuine values rather than cultivated image, creating a lifestyle as compelling as his on-screen adventures. Harrison Ford's personal journey includes 3 significant marriages, each marking different chapters in his life. His first union with Mary Marquardt, 1964 to 1979, began during college years and produced 2 sons, Benjamin, now a chef, and Willard, businessman, before ending as Ford's Star Wars fame exploded. His second marriage to acclaimed screenwriter Melissa Mathison, 1983 to 2004, brought 2 more children, Malcolm and Georgia, creating a blended family during his career peak, ending in one of Hollywood's costliest settlements. Ford found lasting love with actress Callista Flockhart in 2002, marrying her in 2010, and embracing her adopted son Liam as his own. His close relationship with his 5 children reveals Ford's commitment to fatherhood despite his demanding career. Most poignantly, Mathison's 2015 death from cancer deeply affected Ford, who continues to speak warmly about their connection despite their divorce, demonstrating how his relationships, including friendships with Spielberg, Lucas, and Star Wars castmates, have profoundly shaped his personal journey. Harrison Ford's real estate portfolio perfectly mirrors his authentic personality. Substantial but understated, his crown jewel remains his sprawling 800-acre Northern California ranch, purchased in the 1980s near Point Arena, featuring horse stables, hiking trails, and, notably, a private airstrip accommodating his aviation passion. This secluded sanctuary offers Pacific Ocean views and has been upgraded with sustainable energy systems reflecting his environmental values. In Los Angeles, Ford maintains a 5,500-square-foot Brentwood residence, a $12 million property with 6 bedrooms showcasing warm, earthy aesthetics with wood beam ceilings and natural light. Unlike Hollywood's typical mansions, Ford's homes prioritize comfort over ostentation, featuring expansive gardens and simple, elegant design. His property moves include selling a historic Malibu clifftop home in 2017 for $5 million, a 3-bedroom retreat overlooking the Pacific that, like all his properties, emphasized integration with natural surroundings over flashy styling. Harrison Ford's vehicle collection mirrors his authentic, no-nonsense approach to life. Unlike celebrities flaunting exotic supercars, Ford gravitates toward practical, reliable transportation with functionality over flash. His most beloved vehicle, a classic 1973 Land Rover Series 3, perfectly embodies this philosophy with its rugged utility and timeless design. Ford actively uses this vintage 4-wheel drive for exploration around his properties rather than treating it as a showpiece. His modern fleet continues this practical theme. Range Rovers and Toyota Land Cruisers, chosen specifically for their dependability and off-road capabilities rather than status value. Beyond land vehicles, Ford's true passion emerges in his aircraft collection, the natural extension of his licensed pilot status. His prized Cessna 208 Caravan serves both personal travel needs and humanitarian missions, reflecting how his vehicle choices consistently prioritize purpose and meaningful experience over ostentatious display. At 82, Harrison Ford remains remarkably active in Hollywood, defying industry ageism while maintaining the work ethic that defined his 6-decade career. In 2025, he continues expanding his repertoire by joining Marvel as President-turned-Red Hulk Thaddeus Ross in Captain America: Brave New World, while simultaneously starring in Apple TV acclaimed Shrinking as a gruff but compassionate therapist. When asked about retirement, Ford quips characteristically, "You'll know when you forget my name," confirming his intention to continue working indefinitely. Beyond acting, his philanthropy has evolved into cultural preservation, notably partnering with master distiller Dr. Bill Lumsden to create Sir Davis Rye Whiskey, honoring Beyoncé's great-grandfather. This blend of continued screen presence, aviation adventures, environmental activism, and family life defines Ford's current chapter, one where he balances professional achievements with personal passions, creating a model for graceful aging in an industry obsessed with youth.